Today we're reacting to things that got banned from Fortnite. Huge shout out to my friend Top 5 Gaming.
Fortnite has been sued over 10 different times.
It's been sued
Creating
that
a game
many
that
times.
has an update
I didn't
every 2
even
weeks
know
can be
that.
risky. One wrong item or emote and it is chaos. So this leads to many things being straight up banned.
Right,
like
that makes
the
sense.
Rushing around emote. During the Resistance season, a lot of things went wrong with this release, mostly because it was war themed and dropped during, a real war.
Yep, I remember
because
that.
Of this, Fortnite donated the Battle Pass revenue to humanitarian aid, but that's
a
change
good gesture.
we knew
I love
about.
that.
In the background, they deleted an emote because it mentioned places like Moscow and Russia. The timing could not have been worse. Nick K30 is the latest YouTuber to join Fortnite, but this has resulted in a massive sacrifice.
Did Nick K30 get banned from Fortnite? What's going on here?
Nick was one of the first people to get a locker bundle, and now you'll never get it again. It included the iconic Mogul Master, Driver Pickaxe, and True Heart emote. People have been wanting this back since Mogul hasn't been seen in over a year.
And it's never
now
coming
that
back.
Join the Icon series, this locker bundle is banned, with Epic selling his official cosmetics instead. While you buy them, pay attention to the biggest removal in item shop history.
What's that?
You probably know that the timer was deleted back in January 2024.
I
as
did
Fortnite
not know
claimed
that.
They were making changes to the system. We were left in the dark for months before they dropped the final version, a date written in the fine print of any item you purchase. This is the official change to comply with lawsuits, meaning the item shop timer is banned from Fortnite. You will never see it
never
again.
knew that.
That's along with an iconic Marvel character. Recently, Epic dropped a new bundle for Loki on Disney+, letting us play as his variants, the God of Stories, and Sylvie.
Yep.
But this is mostly a consolation prize for those who actually want to use OG Loki. He was revealed as the Fortnite crew in 2021, bribing fans into subscribing over fear of missing out.
Yep.
Well, it turns out that fear was warranted, as original Loki will never return to the store. Ironically, Fortnite found a way to ban the ban hammer. As we established, Nick A30 is now in the game, and while his pickaxe is the iconic crown, he revealed a scrap version that was rejected by Epic.
Originally, I wanted a huge, over-exaggerated ban hammer for the mods ban him meme, but we realized it might be a little bit not our vibe.
An even crazier move was vaulting an entire server region. At the start of 2023, Fortnite announced plans to add NA Central servers, which would become the new main region for American tournaments, meaning any pro players who literally moved across the country to get better ping were forced to move again.
That's
a few months ago, leaks revealed the Power Rangers were confirmed to be arriving, or so we thought. The same people who leaked Doomslayer and TMNT mentioned it was in the works, and the community went crazy. YouTubers started posting about it, and this thumbnail happened to include a character named Crimson Hawk. It's literally Ryu as a Power Ranger, and the creator of this outfit saw the art thinking it was real. He posted it to his story claiming it was officially coming to Fortnite, and we took it as confirmation, only for the whole thing to be a huge misunderstanding. Sure, Power Rangers may come to the game one day, but Crimson Hawk, let's take it back to Street Fighter, buddy. That's not the only time fans were devastated over a dream collab. The Greek season was leaked early, dropping details on the mythics, the battle pass skins, even the crossovers. Everything came true except for a major leak that promised Persona was coming to Fortnite. Persona is a massive series, and the third game just got a remake, leading fans to believe that all of this was perfect
all these
timing.
things.
Little did we know it was a lie. The leakers sprinkled real info within a fake post, so we couldn't tell what was true. He went way too far, claiming there would be a Poseidon boss in Season 2. He was set to be located at Atlantis POI, and you can defeat him for a mythic trident, but that's not all. We also were meant to fight Medusa with her dark energy mythic. Apparently, she would have a shockwave blast that sent you flying, but as we know, this was nowhere to be found.
Never even happened.
Okay, maybe he was.
I feel like that would have been better.
There were real items that got scrapped at the last minute. However, this was just a taste of the fake rumors. Players were also trolled by a Final Fantasy VII teaser and a supposed Aquaman crossover, but even those turned out to be a lie.
There's so many things that just never even happened.
The internet was fooled by this next update, including us. A year ago, leakers started to post exclusive rumors. Usually we would take these with a grain of salt, but when the collab turned out to be Doctor Who, fans were way too excited to care. Apparently we were getting a 2-week-long event full of cosmetics,
Doctor Who
but
came
at
out.
this point it was just speculation, sorta. That's when an image dropped of a work-in-progress battle pass showing a Star Cruiser glider, backbling, and even an emote. As the months progressed, the leaks kept coming, and we were just eating them up. We learned there would be 2 outfits, one based on David Tennant.
Did that never happen? Did Doctor Who never come out?
Going deeper, I mean, it was starting to become the most leaked collab in history. That's when we got concept art of pickaxes and a mythic unit advance rifle. This event was scheduled to release in December, going perfectly with the 60th anniversary of the show.
Right.
As we got closer to the date, there was still zero announcement. Griffin. Despite that, leakers are posting images of the actual skins showing full 3D models of the 15th Doctor. It was clearly an early build, but a good sign that the crossover was full steam ahead, and then radio silence.
It never happened.
The anniversary came and went with everyone left scratching their heads.
Oh
so
my
we demanded
gosh.
answers. Was it delayed? Did the network change their mind? Maybe they couldn't get David Tennant's face. So many possibilities. That's when fans asked the showrunner of Doctor Who for answers, and he blew everyone's mind with the simple reply: there isn't one, it is a complete myth, I'm afraid. That is the last thing we expected. Most people agreed the collab was official, but this whole time, it was one big hoax.
That's
We're more desperate to see the
crazy.
biggest horror game in the world.
Five Nights at
Back in
Freddy's.
Chapter 2, they were dropping a lot of collabs, and Epic would tease them in real life. This list was sent to creators with supplies, including arcade tokens. Fans had no idea what this meant until a skin appeared in the files, codenamed French Fry, and while we couldn't see
Everyone
it,
thought it was Five Nights at
footsteps.
Freddy's. I remember that.
Immediately, people started to connect the dots.
Oh,
These sounded exactly
man.
like Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's, the iconic footsteps as he runs down the corridor. Not only that, but tokens were the perfect teaser. Freddy's Pizzeria's from the 80s, and a
Right.
ton of the mini games are set on arcade machines.
You need the coins.
Lastly, we had the codename French Fry, FF Freddy Fazbear. Yeah, I know. Looking back, we were definitely wearing some huge tinfoil hats.
I subscribe to the channel right now if you want Freddy Fazbear in Fortnite.
Got Cawthorne,
Maybe
the
next
creator
year for,
FNAF, had to go
Fortnite
on
Bears.
Reddit and tell everyone no collabs for now, including Fortnite or Fall Guys. Turns out the tokens were for Street Fighter and French Fry. Well, that was actually an early version of Peter Griffin. I mean, who would have seen that coming?
Something
One of the
maybe even
strangest
better, to
updates
be
is ready
honest.
to drop at any moment, when out of nowhere, it mysteriously vanished. Before Rocket Racing's debut, fans noticed a Formula 1 set in the file, showing an F1 car emote along with a llama racing trophy. Fortnite accidentally put this in the update for Big Bang, leaking 10 outfits with almost a dozen styles. You could customize these racers with your favorite Formula 1 team, whether it was Ferrari, Mercedes, even Aston Martin. These were done and ready to release.
sick.
I mean, we already got Lewis Hamilton, so this was surely gonna drop, right? Well, we watched as Rocket Racing came out, ignoring any chance of a collab, and then the files disappeared, never to be seen again. Just like a PowerPoint slide.
Why does
that
Fortnite
broke
remove
the
everything
internet.
sick?
In 2022, leakers across the community were all sent the same info. An insider claimed to have knowledge of a collab with Dead by Daylight. Apparently, they were proposing it to each other, and one of the ideas was a Llama Charmin DBD, while Fortnite would add a Meg Thomas skin. Since this dropped, almost 2 years have passed, so either the proposal fell through, or we were trolled by a
Wow, and
PowerPoint.
nothing
Still not
happened.
as crazy as Epic missing a huge opportunity for Star Wars. This year we
Probably
got
the
Chewbacca,
lightsaber pickaxe.
Lando, and Death Troopers, but there is still a major character that is totally missing. Emperor Palpatine is one of the main villains in every single trilogy, yet his only Fortnite appearance was through voice lines in the events. Each chapter we come to the 4th of May and leakers find some kind of file for him. Whether it's a codename for the outfit or a lightning mythic, the chances of him dropping always seem guaranteed, only
And
for
it
nothing
never
to happen
happens.
year after
Maybe
year.
next
But what
year.
about the mythic? Well, that ended up just being a regular force power, which Epic didn't even release. I'm starting to think we will never see this guy on the
Dude,
island. Speaking of
I'd be
legendary
so
abilities, for the
upset.
past couple seasons we had to put up with the worst feature in Fortnite, combat caches. They suck. Nobody wanted to use these,
No one
especially when they
used-
replaced
literally
supply
no
drops.
one used
Eventually,
them,
Epic
dude.
listened and got rid
Not
of them.
one
But
person.
What if combat caches were useful? Turns out they were secretly working on a new version called a capture chest. This had a different design, and when you captured it,
I don't
you
remember
got normal
those.
loot and a legendary augment. Yeah, perks were meant to stick around, and they would have been more powerful than ever, only for
I
the
think
entire
that's
thing to be
scrapped.
canceled for good. An even more controversial removal is how some of the most toxic dances in Fortnite are now banned. If you're tired of getting
Take the
angry
L.
over Take the
I
L,
don't think Take
or
the
Laugh
L's
It Up,
banned.
you could turn off confrontational emotes in the
Oh,
settings,
that's
which will hide the
right.
obnoxious dances. Okay, it's just an optional thing, who cares? Well, actually, this has been enabled for everyone by default. That means it is very difficult to take the L on a noob ever
Oh
again.
my
But a
gosh,
feature
that's
no
so
one got to try was
sad.
meant to release a year ago. In early 2023, data miners realized Epic was about to change the storm forever. It would split into 2 circles in the middle of a game, creating double end zones, making
What?
things super interesting. Ironically, storm splitting was also community splitting, as players fought over whether this would be a good change or not. In the end, I guess the haters won, because Epic vaulted the idea. But what about the
That would've been
celebrity who
nuts.
refuses to be in Fortnite? Back in 2020, Epic accidentally added a skin into the game, and it was codenamed Dusty. This is where things
Dusty.
get weird. Only the body was added with the face completely missing.
What?
From the uniform,
It's like they're hinting
you can still
something.
tell who this was, a Tyler Rake from Extraction. Seemed like the outfit was in the works and ready to drop. All that was missing was the head, kind of the most important part.
Yeah, you kind of
considering
need
it's
the
Chris
head unless
Hemsworth.
there's a headless
But that
Fortnite
also
skin.
felt like the problem. He had never been in Fortnite, with Epic having to make generic Thor outfits, and now a Tyler Rake skin with no face. Either Netflix canceled the deal or Chris just straight up said no. Either way, this collab was scrapped and is still
Wow,
unfinished
so
to
many
this day.
scrapped
Sometimes
collabs,
there are
dude.
crossovers that will blow up even when it never existed in the first place. In 2020, insiders claimed The Last of Us was coming to Fortnite. After the leak exploded, they were forced to spill as much info as they could. Uncharted was about to happen, and it seemed weird that we'd be getting 2 Nathan Drakes, but not Joel or Ellie. That's until leakers claimed The Last of Us would be arriving in September. This day lined up perfectly with the Part 1 remake and the HBO show being revealed, but this time around, it caught the eye of Neil Druckmann, the creator. He was more than ready to drop the bad news, love me some Fortnite, but there are no plans for this
false rumor.
Ouch. We also got tricked into thinking there was another Marvel Battle Pass in the works. A couple years ago, fans noticed that every time we got to Season 4, it was always superhero themed.
Yep.
This started with Fortnite's original lineup.
Happened in
before
Chapter
moving
5
on to
too.
a complete Marvel collab. Rumors started that the same scenario would play out for Chapter 3, and it began making sense,
Nope.
especially with the Daily Bugle and several Marvel characters appearing before this. Then the 4chan post dropped, leaking the entire thing, with Sloan's return, hero remix of Fortnite, and Marvel characters like Ultron and Vision arriving. Obviously, none of this happened, but it convinced a lot of
Well,
people, and we did
at least we
eventually
got a
see
Marvel
Sloan's
season in
return,
Chapter
and now we
5.
have a real Marvel season arriving later this year.
That already
Maybe they were
happened.
just 2 years late. After almost half a decade, Chapter 5 finally added Peter Griffin.
My
While you might think
goodness.
you know everything about this story, you probably missed the forgotten POI. Leaks began
What?
circulating, showing the Family Guy house in the files.
No
All we had
way.
was a mansion at Snooty Steps with some references, but people
That
got
was
so
supposed to be
excited
the
see their
house?
iconic home. Maybe we'd even get a second wave with Lois and Stewie. Unfortunately, those dreams are shattered when everyone realized this was completely fake and just a joke made at
No.
EVE event. But honestly, it's crazy that Epic never added this as a real POI.
Why would they not do that? That's such a missed opportunity.
Collab. Last year, a large set was found under the codename Parrot, and anime fans immediately thought of one thing. They are pirates after all, so it makes sense, until it turned out to be random cosmetics for the summer event. It only got worse when One Piece tweeted out their own creative map only weeks before the show's release on Netflix. Unfortunately, it went nowhere, but that's when
Where's
more
the
rumors
One
started.
Piece
The players
skins,
spotted
bro?
What they thought was Luffy and Artemis' sniper scope. Blue pants, red jacket, and
Oh
teasing
my
the
gosh, it's
distance,
almost like
it
it's on
had to be
purpose.
him, but it was just this guy. Epic knows
Oh,
how much we want
man.
to see this one in the game, so I am not giving up hope yet.
I'm
The
not
same goes
either,
for a strange
dude.
feature during last year's Fortnitemares. After the event ended, some players got a survey asking what they liked about it, and one of the things mentioned were zombie boards.
Zombie
Obviously,
board?
this was something we never saw.
I don't
but
remember the
there's
zombie
always next
board.
year, I guess. And I can't say the same about a feature Fortnite has completely forgotten about. Augments were only added last chapter, giving us the chance to get random abilities. But with 2024,
Wait,
Epic removed
I don't
them,
think there's
deciding
augments
to rethink
anymore.
the system altogether.
Yeah, they're
They even added
completely
brand new
gone.
ones
How
in
is that
Chapter 5,
possible?
but it doesn't look like they'll ever be seen unless Fortnite totally changes their minds.
Maybe in
There are
Chapter
secret
7.
reasons a collab may never return, but Rick and Morty, everyone knows why. Is the reason because he's just a Battle Pass skin? No. The voice actor Justin Roiland got in a lot of trouble and was fired from both the show and the game High on Life. Battle Pass
Wow.
skins have returned with variants, but one thing Epic Games avoids is controversy, and this is one of the biggest. May 4th is come and gone, while everyone returned from over the years, one of the most popular is missing. The biggest show on Disney Plus is The Mandalorian,
Yep.
and he's become one of the most iconic additions to the Star
Got
Wars
added to
universe.
Fortnite.
So when he came to Fortnite in 2021, the internet went crazy. It was so popular, they dropped the Mando's Bounty LTM entirely themed around a Battle Pass skin. We could complete challenges for Beskar armor, finish the pass for Baby Yoda, even use his mythic jetpack and sniper rifle. Obviously,
I missed
as
that
an
season. That
exclusive
was a good
skin,
season.
Mando isn't returning. But what about his Lego version that only just released? Still no,
what?
you had to buy him all the way back in 2021. He's not the only lovable character you'll miss out on. Deadpool is coming to the MCU, and if there's one thing Fortnite is known for, it's promoting Marvel. Fans are desperate to see a new Deadpool in the shop, hopefully based on his design
It's
from the
been a
films rather
really
than the
long
comics.
time since there's
But
been
it will
another
make up for the
Deadpool.
fact
To be
that
fair.
the original skin was borderline perfect. When he was revealed as the secret collab for the Spy Season, players were determined to get their hands on him. Only problem? Fortnite is constantly getting new players, and if any of you are hardcore Deadpool fans, you are guaranteed never to get this skin. Same goes for his buddy Wolverine.
I mean, I think it's fine because I have it.
Guy, whether it's the iconic yellow suit, a Logan style, or a Wolverine
Well, there
Zero
was
version,
Deadpool
there's been
Inc.
plenty
That
of
got
chances
added.
to get him. But sadly, they were all limited time, just like some of Fortnite's gaming legends. The most famous characters in gaming history are never returning, leaving fans heartbroken. These are not forgettable people either. It's huge names that carry entire franchises like Lara Croft.
Yep.
That's right, you'll never be able to get
He's
your hands
never
on the
coming
Tomb Raider,
back.
whether it's her modern design or the classic PlayStation 1 version.
That's
The
crazy.
same goes for the main character of Metal Gear, Solid Snake. He was only added recently, but fans are already starting to realize he's never coming back. We'll also never get to play as Doomslayer. Only players in Chapter 4 can get him through a battle pass, and if you're a fan of The Witcher, you'll equally be disappointed that Geralt is gone forever.
So many
Hopefully
skins
everyone
I had
realized
no
that collabs
idea that
gonna
are
be
just
desired for years
completely
to come,
gone
and
forever.
locking them in time battle passes is a mistake.
That's
Another very
crazy. So 30 things banned from Fortnite? Subscribe for more.